EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This time, Jackson will throw it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Jones. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They're going for it with Dobbins. And this time he is in. Yes. J.K. Dobbins taking it in. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
the first carry from Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Mariota going to run on the option. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And McDonald here over the middle. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At their 48-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Miami.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get it.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida. 49 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after 1.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Play action. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll get into the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. On on second down. It's Jones, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
37-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the Dolphins.
They run the option on second down, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Pick up on the play, and it's third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, deep.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, he still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to take off with it. He's got a first. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now it's Jackson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At the 19-yard
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
extra point.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Philip Dorsett holds it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And taken right at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A punt return of 65 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
His kick.
And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah,
just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now it's the backup Mariota. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's McDonald. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. He couldn't hang on.
Result has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Back to throw here. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
And 13.
They run with Breida, and he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. first chance for the backup here to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Miami.
Now it's Breida. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, let's go.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Dolphins 28, Ravens 21. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
39-yard line.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll roll him out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Throwing now is Jackson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Ravens 29, Dolphins 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Baltimore, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week for